going on, guys? It's been a few days and I haven't done really much, to be honest. I got new wheel stands to replace the wooden ones that I broke. Picked up this sweet Harbor Freight inverter, that way I can start using a generator at the track. I did end up getting those second set of tires, which is actually really cool. Check out that date code. Huh, it's kind of fitting, 1320. So a couple of new improvements for the garage and the race car. One thing I've been wanting for a very long time is this Milwaukee light. It's one of those under hood lights and it's got the adjustable clamps. I got that, and also I put some sweet dome lights in the car. So check this out. You can see them, you know, right there on the roof line. So if you go ahead and turn the power switch on, turn the second to last switch on the bar, you can see how bright these lights are. I mean, it shines on the interior really, really bright. So I definitely needed that, especially for doing night stuff on drag week. So that is cool there. Car is still in the same position. All the stuff is at the powder coaters. However, we are heading to pick that stuff up just in a second. So the goal today, or hopefully, Florida's being Florida, unfortunately, there's like a 70% chance of rain. So I don't know if it's gonna happen, but we did go to the track last Friday with Miggy. Unfortunately, I didn't really get any video of it. It wasn't really that great of a day, to be honest. He had issues, the car hiccuping and still put the stupid things, and then all of a sudden I get a phone call after his last pass and he said, hey, I need your help pushing the car back. So shortly after, he actually broke the oil pump, which I'll insert a photo now, and he pulled the whole engine apart the next day, got the machine work done, and literally it's already back up running as of last night. So my man's motivated. He wants to get that thing going. So Miggy's car is good now. Brian's car, we are hoping to take to the track tonight. Last night, spooled it up. We finished pretty much all the odds and ends last night. So fingers crossed, no rain tonight. But we're currently going to American Motorsports to get some fuel for Brian. We got to pick up my stuff from powder coating, and then we are heading to the track. Fingers crossed. So if we're not able to run his car tonight, I can at least start putting mine back together. As you see here, I have the turbo just chilling. I got both of the sides coated. I got the up pipe for the exhaust and the up pipe for the wastegate also ceramic coated. The turbo mount will be powder coated wrinkle black, and the water block is wrinkle black. So I had to change this fitting to be a little bit more aggressive on the angle. I got this cool heat sleeving in from Finish Line Factory. Shout out to my boy David. Thank you for everything. So I got some heat sleeving. I'm going to start putting on these hoses up here and just stay more protected. So yep. Little updates, but hopefully tonight will actually be some sort of a good event, a good night. And also, spoiler alert, there's like a 99% chance we're having a track rental on Monday. I need to do my NHRA license runs for my license. You have to make 6 passes total, a couple soft hits, a couple moderate hits, and a couple full passes faster than $9.99. And basically that will allow me to have my NHRA license. That way I can race 750 and slower. So I don't want to forget that major step, because I don't want to go on drag week, get the chassis sorted, got everything ready, but because I don't have a license, I won't be able to run faster than 10.0. So just got to get that done now. So track run on Monday. Nonetheless, I got to swap out my belts. My belts unfortunately went out of date this month, so I will be posting mine for sale. I mean, they are basically in new condition. I put these in the car literally 3 months before I took it off the road. So I know they're in good shape. You can see the cam lock. The cam lock here is, I mean, it's still in beautiful shape. So I'll end up posting those for like 80 bucks shipped. I know some people just like harnesses, or some people race in places where they don't need to have their harnesses checked for dates. Unfortunately, everything we do as drag racers, everything is date checked, so I gotta replace when the time comes. So anywho, I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Hopefully we'll be at the racetrack. Oh, look where we're at. We'll put fuel in it. Ryan's adjusting tires. Hi, Ryan. What's up? We have Brian's really annoying daughter.
Hey, I can race.
I don't care. And then we got Brian changing somewhere. So we are set up at the track, and I'm going to change with my GoPro. We're gonna get the GoPro mic'd up, or not mic'd, but put the camera on it. We'll go from there. And that right there appears to be the head gasket. Went down the track, we saw sparks. We can see.
Yeah, it's just coming out on the top.
We can see.
Top of the head.
Is there any more water dripping? We were seeing water drip around there, but now what we're looking at is the head gasket got pushed and there was fire. So you know when you're like a kid on Christmas Eve and you get a new toy and you just have to play with it? That's kind of how I was after I picked up all my stuff from the powder coaters. So let's run through this. We did the water block again, and then I actually added, this is actually meant for brakes, but we're going to use this to bleed the cooling system. So I think that's going to be good. It's a brake bleeder. That way I don't have to play with this fitting anymore. I saw in one of my last videos we had to cut that off and re-weld it. Wrinkle black on the compressor side, wrinkle black on the box, wrinkle black on the intercooler bar. And then for the exhaust, we did the hot side ceramic. And for the first time ever, we actually did black pipes. So I think as a total package now, it looks pretty freaking sweet. So I kind of made a boo-boo. The turbo bolts to that flange, and somehow or another, I was tightening this bolt, it cross-threaded, broke, and then I had to drill it out, and the thread's taken with it. So luckily there's enough space there where I can run a bolt through the bottom and I can put a nut on the top, and that should be good to go there. Other than that, I got to make 2 coolant hoses, because as we mentioned before, the exhaust is closer to the cover. So the radiator hose here has to go down and around. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that in the morning. But yeah, she'll probably be good for a startup in the morning. Just got to situate, make sure the turbo center section's bolted down completely. I just put the feed line on. The drain line, I'm gonna wait till that fitting's on, but everything else looks pretty good. And then I gotta put the back pressure line, which shouldn't be difficult at all. I already got it made. I should be able to reuse it. So yeah, today was kind of interesting. We went, I put in my interior lights finally. We went to the track with Brian. It didn't end so well. His car has a fresh motor, fresh trans, fresh convert, like everything on that car is redone. Entire new suspension, new rear gear, new converter, new trans, compression is bumped up in the engine, and we're on a different turbo. So literally everything was different. We basically put a tune-up in it, we pulled timing out, we added some fuel, and we made the boost curve start off very soft, and it was a linear ramp from 10 pounds of wastegate pressure up to, I believe, 60 pounds of wastegate pressure at 5 seconds. So usually the car runs in the mid to low 4s in the 8th. The pass that you've seen, it ran I believe it was a 490. But as you'll see in the previous clips, the head gasket popped out on both sides, which is, we have no idea. So we both have a track run on Monday. That way I can get my NHRA license runs in. I'm hoping it's as simple as head gaskets on his end, because I believe he said he had a pair. So tomorrow I'm gonna go help him tear it down and hopefully figure out what caused this. It's kind of weird, but I know he's trying a different combination of head studs and head gaskets, so maybe there's just some funkiness with that, but I just hope no catastrophic failures have happened. So it was a good day though. I mean, we got to go to the track. The weather looked like complete crap. Got all my stuff to get my car back together finally. And yeah, I am so happy with how everything turned out. Like, this looks so killer. That turbo looks pretty damn big, I must admit. So, anywho. It's been real, guys. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.